I'm your host, Welcome to 23. You're joining me for High School Story Class Act, Book 3, Chapter 8, Boiling Over. In the halls before school. You and your friends stare at Skye in disbelief. Skye, your outfit. I almost didn't recognize you. Hopefully no one else recognizes me while I'm like this. Did you get possessed by the spirit of Barbie overnight? I mean, I still like your hair, and okay. Guy, I know would never choose this. That'd be accurate. Skye looks at you bleakly and quickly wanders off, making a beeline for her locker. Skye, wait up. We should go after her. Rush after Skye to her locker with Rory close behind. She doesn't make eye contact with either of you. Skye, if you want to talk, or if something happened, I'm here for you. Just leave me alone. Are you sure? Because we mean it. We're behind you no matter... I know, and it's really better for me to keep to myself right now. I'll talk when I'm ready. Skye hunches her shoulders and heads down the hall. She ignores the pointed stares leveled her way. No wonder she didn't want us picking her up. She looks like she wants to melt into the floor, and this has to be her parents' fault. Everything's their fault these days. I miss simpler, less Crandall-filled times. Watch Skye turn the corner, hurrying away. Basically, they removed her personality. Later, during rehearsal, we need the storm to be grand, rattling the whole theater with its fury. Skye, thoughts? I don't know. Whatever you think would work. I thought you had a whole notebook full of effects and stuff. Maybe we can search storm sounds on the internet or something. Perhaps I'll ask Trevor to weigh in. For now, everyone places for the top of the show. The actors rush onto the stage, and opening notes, a sound from the piano, crashing like thunder. Take in the topsail, tend to the master's whistle, blow till thou burst thy wind, if room enough. As you take your place, you notice Skye slink off and exit the auditorium. Skye. The run of the show crawls by agonizingly slow, but eventually you reach the end. Remember, people, we only have 1 week left. You should be practicing at home so much you dream about your lines. As everyone files out, AJ and Rory sidle up to you, looking concerned. I really think we have to talk to Skye now. You're right. Let's get to the bottom of this. You search the halls for Skye and finally find her slumped on the couch in the dressing room. There you are. Sorry, I didn't have storm ideas. My brain's basically dried up lately. Oh goodness, this isn't about that. I'm not upset with you. Oh, so you're here because I'm pink. We're all worried about you. This is what friends are for. For following me when I'm trying to pretend I don't exist. Exactly, and we come to the rescue every time. Thanks for the heroism, but no thanks. I need to ride this one out. And lay low. Something awful must have happened to you to come to school like this. It's been a lot of things building up. I started high school wanting to be anonymous. I joined theater as a tech so I could fade into the background. Now everybody knows me as the daughter of our biggest patrons and the world's most selfish people. If I can't have distance from my family, and the next best thing is to do anything I can to keep the show afloat. They made you wear pink, or they do something else to ruin the show, I bet. Exactly. Last night my mom said if I didn't knock it off with a creepy, wacko fashion, she'd call the show off. She said point blank that she'd rather drop dead than have me represent our family looking like that. So that's why you got a cheerleader makeover. At least we only have a week until the show. I can handle looking like a brat stall for that long. Oh, Skye. If it's costing your happiness, screw the show. Nothing is worth being miserable. Agreed. As much as it pained me not to compete, I'd regret it forever if you lost part of yourself. Even if we can only perform the Tempest for our school, it'll be worth it. You are all sweet, but honestly, the show's not the only reason I'm keeping the new look for me. After the makeover, my mom actually hugged me and told me I looked beautiful, and that she was proud of me. Yeah, but at what cost? What cost, indeed. So now I'm trying. God, I'm trying so hard to give my parents what they want for once. Maybe they'll love me for real. No, honey. Guy takes a couple shaky breaths, her whole body tense. You sit on the couch with her. You shouldn't have to earn your parents' love. They're manipulating you. They're dangling their love in front of you like a carrot when you should be entitled to it. Seriously, Skye, they're using your own goodness against you to get what they want, and that's not okay. Whatever, it is what it is. I'm gonna brave the Tempest, at least till the show's over, into discussion. We'll go to Spotlight, and if I'm lucky, I'll fade back into society or social obscurity after. Correction. We will go through the storm with you. If anyone tries to make fun of you, we'll form a protective barrier. Yeah, and even when we are on pastel on the outside, we'll be here to remind you that in your heart you're as dark as the night. Don't let them take away who you are, Skye. Not only do we need your brain for the show, but we care about the authentic you. Her lips twitch with a hint of a smile. Yeah. As always, my friends are right. Well, I can't hide in here forever, but if I catch any of you staring at my clothes, you might not live to tell the tale. No idea what you're talking about. I don't see anything weird here. Not on this Skye. Guy takes another deep breath, and you all head to the parking lot together for a ride home. That night, back at your house, you yawn loudly as you pore over homework with Casey. Just 2 more paragraphs in this essay, and then I can go to sleep. Man, I can't believe we didn't get out of the rehearsal until 10 tonight. Welcome to Tech Week, or as the theater people call it, Hell Week. You look up and see Casey's nose glued to her phone, her homework untouched on the table. Casey, don't you have work to do? Bertha Casey. I can't focus. I keep wondering if Aunt Wendy responded. Did she? No, why do you I keep refreshing every 2 seconds? Waiting is torture. Let's just keep hitting refresh. All we can do is wait and hope she responds in the next 5 days. You peer over Casey's shoulder as she hits refresh again, and again, and again. Why hasn't she written an email to us in the last 5 seconds? Oh my god. You know, it's really disappointing every time. I hope she's just busy. Maybe there's some big family secret we don't know about that's keeping her from emailing. Yeah, maybe our parents were super spies who died in the field. Now Aunt Wendy's taking up their mission. Or what if they were wealthy and Wendy's secretly hoarding our big inheritance and she's avoiding us so we never knew? If that's true, maybe she thanked her parents in that letter because our adoption got us out of the picture. Your speculations are interrupted by the kitchen door opening and the familiar voice of your mother. Hey kids, not to get in the way of your studies, Sash, but I have exciting news about your biological family. Is it a secret inheritance? No, but it turns out your parents kept a journal before you were born. It was in your file with a note to send it if you ever wanted to know about your history. The agency finally mailed it to us and arrived this afternoon. Won't it feel weird snooping through their private diary? It's your passed away parents, so no? Actually, the whole thing is written like letters to the two of you. The entries start with Dear Future Children. So they're all messages to the future us. Exactly. I'll leave the diary out if you want to take a look. Your mom places the journal on the table before disappearing in the living room. Casey looks at you, her expression nervous. Do you want to do this? If our aunt never writes back, this might be our only chance to learn about her parents. Read your biological parents' diary for their last chance to know their final words to you. What I wanted to do is spend diamonds to read what our parents who are dead might say. Yes, thank you, Pixelberry. It's called being insensitive. I'm dying. Really, Billy, alright. We finally know something about our bio parents. Plus my eyes are glazing over this textbook. In that case, come on, open it up. Dear Diary. Your fingers brush the clasp of the diary, moving to open it. Wait! What? Is something wrong? No. I'm just nervous. Okay, take a deep breath. Go ahead. You went up the diary all the way, finding handwritten letters and colorful ink with a few clipped-in ultrasound printouts. Casey leans over your shoulder, squinting at the entries. Our parents' handwriting is so messy. Maybe that's why teachers in elementary school used to make me rewrite my quiz answers. Good thing I'm well versed in your scrawl. Here, let me read the first one out loud. Flip to the very beginning and read. Dear future child, now that we're officially pregnant, Faith and I are keeping this diary so you can read all about life before you were born. I thought this idea was a little cheesy, but Faith was so excited about it that so I couldn't say no. It took her 3 positive tests before I was convinced you existed. She said just the other week, after months of trying, Alan, I think we might have to give up on being parents. I was convinced I'd never be a dad, yet now that it's happening, I'm as petrified as I am excited. Faith and I are still unpacking our boxes from the move, and I wonder whether you will grow up with an American accent despite having Brits as parents. Faith loved going to university in America. We are both convinced this is a great country for raising children. You'll have an opportunity you could want. I've been in Portland for all of 3 weeks, and I'm worried I won't find anywhere showing the last Arsenal match. I miss London, but given my food cart experiences so far, I've already fallen for the city's charms. Cheers for now. More to come. Love, Dad. So our biological mom's name is Faith, and our biological dad's name is Alan. And they grew up in England. I guess that explains why our aunt's all the way over there. Turn the page, I gotta know more. Dear future child, hi, from the past, love. In case you're wondering, here's what they don't tell you about pregnancy. The cravings take over your life. They don't tell you that you get cravings. But they do tell you that you get cravings, but they don't tell you that you don't want a banana so badly you'll cry if your husband ate the last one. You should have seen his face. Through the cravings and the nausea, I daydream of you, my future child. I've read thousands of parenting books. I'm gonna be the coolest mom. What an adventure it will be to raise you. I will be with you through everything, guiding you as you grow up, being the best I can, and you are easily worth 9 months of mood swings and sickness, so long as Alan stocks up on bananas. Seriously, so excited to meet you. Love, Mum. You lift your head from the pages, taking a deep breath before continuing. This is real. I guess they didn't know they'd be twins yet. Yeah, what the heck is with that singular future child stuff? I guess there were collective consciousness or something. Or they could have... they hadn't had an ultrasound yet? I bet when they thought it was just one kid, they were picturing me. Hey, not fair. It's definitely me. You flip to another page and continue reading. Maybe they envision Clark Kent. Dear future children. Alan writing, yes, this is to our children, not our child. Faith and I went for an ultrasound today, and we're luckier than we expected. It seems we will be expecting 2 little devils. No wonder she's so hungry. She's eating for 3. It makes me smile, knowing that you two have a built-in best friend. I grew up close with my younger sister, Wendy. Without her, I would have been a lonely kid. Our parents were not the best, you see. They were constantly bickering without enough love left for the children. Wendy and I prepped our own school lunches and spent most of the time out of the house. But I've learned firsthand what not to do from being their son, and I'm going to do far better by you two. I promise. I cannot wait to give you all the support and adoration my parents never fully gave me. And when you're all grown up and away from home, whether your mother and I can't look after you, I'll rest easy knowing you'll look out for each other. Love, Dad. That's beautiful. The next one is about our names. Dear future children, we spent the last 2 weeks making a list of so many names. All of our baby name books are covered in highlighter, and our highlighters are out of ink. Alan wanted to be alliterative about your names, calling you Thelma and Theodore, but I told him you'd never live that down in school. Like I said at the start, cool mom here, already looking out for your social lives. I suggested Portia for the girl. Hey, it's like that game. Or Orlando for the boy, because Alan and I have been rereading Shakespeare together and I'm feeling sentimental, but he said they're both too nerdy. I reminded him he's a nerd too. Finally, he found the name Billy, and I landed on Casey. I think those are the ones. I hope you both adore them as much as we do. Love, Mom. That's so eerie that they were reading Shakespeare and we're doing Shakespeare right now. I wonder if they were super into theater or just read a lot. I really hope Wendy responds so we can find out. You both keep reading well into the night, skipping ahead and going out of order. Eventually, you get to the final entry. Huh, it's a poem. And it's from the day before we were born. Dear future children, I feel you kicking every day, like little sprites playing away. We see your faces and our heads, your smiles bright and cheeks red. Soon we'll hold you and soothe your cries, first of many lows and highs. In your nursery, painted yellow, we've hung stars and planets to watch over you. We're blessed you're both soon to be, and you're already mean the world to Alan and me. Love, Mom, and Dad, who is not in charge of the rhymes in this poem. Well, you shut the book, turning to face Casey. Her cheeks are wet with tears. You wrap her and hug. Casey, I wish so badly we could have known them. I know you were nervous about what we'd learn, and this is a lot. Casey sniffles, hugging you back tightly. No, it's fine. I don't want any reason to hate them. It's okay feeling sad. It sounds like we would have loved them a lot. They would have loved us a lot, too. It seems like they already did. I'm happy they knew us for a little bit, and that they left this behind so we could know them, too. They were right about one thing. We'll always have each other. I know it's corny, but I'm so happy we're going through this together. Heck yeah, without you, I'd never have laughed at the image of our birth mom crying over bananas. We didn't even read all the entries yet. Look, there's one about Faith visiting Alan at work. Do we call them Faith and Alan or Mom and Dad? We already have Mom and Dad. Maybe Mom and Dad OG? Bio Mom and Bio Dad, maybe? That makes them sound like robots. I like Faith and Alan for now. Saying their names makes them feel real. I like that too. Your parents, or your biological parents' diary. Casey takes over, flipping through the diary, scanning various pages. Here's one about Alan wrote more about his childhood. I bet even with our aunt, we can figure out some places our bio dad used to hang out. We can use the diary to make a scavenger hunt. I wonder if the movie theater they went on in dates is still around. But there's still so many holes. Like, what else did they do for fun? All they talk about is us. I want to know more about them. We weren't even there yet. Both continue reading into the night, but when you can't keep your eyes open, you retire to your beds, more curious than ever. Just before you fall asleep, you hear a ping of a text and you fumble for your phone. Huh? Skye? Hi, I know it's late, but I'm having a bad night. Would a kiss make it better? From you, always. Too bad you aren't here to give me one. But I can send you kiss emojis. That counts, right? Sorry, not as good as the real thing. Still cute, though. Anyway, here's the deal. My parents have another dumb corporate dinner this week, and I want you there with me so it's not complete torture. Of course, I'm here for you. What do I need to do or know? Are there any special rules, or just be yourself, you'll be fine. All the pressure will be on me, not you. I'll send the address tomorrow. Also, Billy? Can I hear your voice? Aww. With a grin, you hit the call button. Skye picks up a second later. Based on how long you took to type that, I hope you weren't embarrassed or anything. I thought it might be a little much. I'm just stressed, and your voice helps. With all the things you're dealing with, a phone call's the least I could do to help. I can keep the call going till you fall asleep if you want. I'd like that. You're amazing, Billy. Your heart flutters with adoration as you prop your phone next to your bed. You chat with Skye until you both fall asleep. I've only done that once in my life. On the evening of the dinner, you join Skye, Brian, and their parents at a fancy restaurant. The other tables are filled with networking business people and their families. There's even a name card for me, and I don't know, and I didn't know I was coming until 2 days ago. RSVPing yet another guest did put a strain on the event planner. Skye, if you were going to invite a last-minute guest, it could have been somebody of worth. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore that, figuring you are zero debt. And not some troublemaking nobody. Mr. and Mrs. Crandall? I'm not nobody. My parents own the Golden Griddle. Oh yeah, the local burger joint. Classy. I've seen you eat there, Brian. Perhaps our disappointment of our son goes, but we'd never be caught dead in such a working-class eatery. Oh, you poor thing. Just a businesswoman. Waves and begins walking over. Loretta lowers her voice and speaks tersely to Skye and Brian. Remember, we're the perfect family, who everyone wants to know. Act like it. We won't tolerate any sort of scene on another important night. Does it mean I can't hit on anyone this time? Absolutely not. The businessman reaches your table. Loretta and Roger smooth their faces to greet him. Mr. and Mrs. Crandall, my wife told me about the philanthropy you're doing and the arts at the Berry High. With all our success, it feels good giving back, especially since we're supporting our daughter, the lead actress in the show. What? That's not exactly... Oh yes, we couldn't be prouder of our shining star. We drove 10 hours from a business trip to see her in the Magic Castle last season. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know if we should blow her cover or make them complete lying pieces of shit, but then again, I'm nobody. Apparently. That's a thing. I'm no one. I'm trying not to make this more painful on Skye. Let's say she's the best actress I know, and the whole cast is grateful Mr. and Mrs. Crandall's help. This is Billy, the kid in charge of ironing my sister's costume. We brought him along because this family's too poor for nice dinners. Hey. Well, bravo. It's great seeing a family that can do it all and really cares about their kids. Yeah, they're the most supportive parents a girl could ask for. The businessman shakes Crandall's hands and then disappears back into the crowd. Mom and Dad, you know I do tag. Billy's the lead. He should get credit. Being in the spotlight sounds miles more impressive than tech whatever you do. Not that we're ashamed of you, sweetie. It's all about projecting the right image. Honey, speaking of image, you have a pretty face, like your mommy. You don't have to do your makeup like a Vegas dancer. What? I did my makeup exactly how you asked. I even scrubbed it all off and did it again when you didn't like it the first time. I think she looks fine. Hardly. You did your fake eyelashes so messily here. Let me show you how to blend them so they look natural. Uh-huh. They look fake because they are fake, like everything here. What was that? Come on, baby. Let's go clean you up so you look proper for all of the important people you'll meet. Loretta moves to take Skye's hand, and Skye suddenly pulls back, her face set in anger. No, Mom. I'm not gonna fix my eyelashes. Oh, baby, I need you to emerge. Emerge like the phoenix from the ashes. Skye, don't make a scene. Respect your mother. Like I've done anything this quarter, but do exactly what you two want. The whole version of me you want is fake. I thought maybe you could be proud of the real me, but I don't think so anymore. Oh, this is gonna be good. Brian, shut up. Skye, how dare you embarrass me? Quiet down this instant. No, I'm done keeping my head down around you if you're never going to see me for who I am. In fact, I have a few things I need to say. I bet Billy does too, the way you talk to him. Oh, you sexy beast. I mean, kissing you after this, you know that, right? We're doing this. You hacking bad idea. Shut up, you hacking. Push your chair out from the table and come to stand next to Skye, lovingly glare at her shocked parents. Skye's right. We both have a lot to say. Buckle up. Oh! Skye smiles at you gratefully and takes your hand. Placing her fingers tightly through yours, she turns back on her parents. What is the meaning of this spectacle? Mom and Dad, it's clear that no matter what I do for you, it'll never be enough. You don't want me. You want someone who you can mold to your every want. You made me walk home in the dark because I dared to sit with my friends at a football game. You're always putting her down in front of everyone. It's not okay. It's cruel. Shh! I don't know what's gotten in both of you. People are staring. Good! Few people at tables around you have stopped mid-conversation, slowly angling to eavesdrop. You hear a few hushed murmurs nearby. I knew the Crandalls had some kind of dirty secret. Mr. and Mrs. Crandall, is everything all right? Go back to your salmon fillet. There's nothing to see here. Yeah, there is. We aren't finished yet. You only ever care about what people think. I'm your daughter. You should care about what I'm telling you more than how it looks. You act like you love me in front of total strangers, but I hardly remember getting a scrap of real love from either of you my whole life. Skye deserves so much better. I've watched you do awful things. You manipulate and abuse your daughter. Skye is an incredible person, and her own family treats her like crap. Exactly. Even Billy sees it. Everyone sees it. You'd think it'd make you worry about your image. You yell at her. You do nothing while her brother bullies her. I wanted to call it out since I first saw you. How dare you? Oh, no. How dare you? Find your place, Billy. You aren't part of this family, and you don't even get to have a say. No, maybe not, but... I'm more of a family to Skye than you. Skye has my heart. Both, in essence, mean more to me than... I'm more of a family to Skye than you. When I met this girl, she didn't think she was worthy of love. That's on you. It's true. When I'm around you, Mom and Dad, I hate myself, but I feel at home with my friends. And I think you should take a long, hard look at why that is. I won't listen to any more of this slander. Skye, I don't know what's gotten in you. Nothing's gotten in me. In fact, I feel like I'm finally seeing things clearer than ever. You certainly made yourself loud and clear. If you feel this way, you can forget about London. The funding's off. Fine, screw your funding. We'll be better off without you. Both of you, get out of our faces right now. I can't stand to look at you. You ever wanted to drop kick someone so goddamn bad? Come on, Billy, let's go. One more thing. Steal the breadsticks. No, water. Faces, go. Grab your glass of water and slosh its contents right at Mr. and Mrs. Crandall. Unacceptable! This suit costs more than your parents make in a year. It's water, dick. I think that means you can afford dry cleaning. Oh, you two have made a big mistake. Don't you dare think about coming home until you're ready to apologize. Ignoring the Crandalls, you and Skye walk away from the table in solidarity. Past tables full of gaping faces, you see Skye blink back tears. Follow Skye into the bathroom of the restaurant. Skye places her hands on the counter and looks at herself in the mirror. I need to get out of this outfit immediately. She disappears into the stall with her backpack. You lean against the sink and wait. When she emerges, she turns to the sink and scrubs her fake makeup off with a paper towel. She yanks out her hair extensions and pops out her brown-colored contacts, tossing it all into the trash. Red and barefaced, she quickly applies her dark eyeliner and lipstick. Oh, my baby's back. She's back. Okay, good. I couldn't stand that. No. The preppy Barbie shit. No. Now that's better. I wasn't sure how much more I could take of normal Skye. That wasn't fucking normal! That was abnormal, sir. Me neither. I still can't believe I said all that stuff. Something in me cracked when my mom lied about what I would do, especially after I worked so hard to do everything she wanted. I'm sure everything will be okay with your parents. I wish I'd kept my mouth shut. Without my parents' funding, we might not be able to go to the festival. I don't want you to hate me. Oh, Skye. I could never hate you. You reach out and pull Skye into a hug, burying your face in her hair. You have no idea how much it hurt to see you changing yourself for them. I'm glad it's over now and we have you back. Me too. It won't happen again. No more pretending I'm someone I'm not. I hugged you back and you plant a kiss on the top of her head before pulling away. Now, that's the Skye I fell for. Skye lets out a relieved sigh, checking her trademark black lipstick. It feels like the gigantic weight has been lifted off of me now that I don't have to worry about pleasing my parents. Like, I can finally breathe again. I'm so glad. You shouldn't have had to deal with all that. I know, but even though it's over, I don't exactly think they'll just welcome me home like it was no big deal. They'll get over it, but I should probably wait until they cool off for a while. Oh, I can help with that. If you don't want to go home, why don't you come over to my house for an old school slumber party? I've never had a slumber party. All the more reasons to do it. We can invite our friends and just get lost in junk food and games and pillow fights. We could also tell everyone what happened. It'd be nice having backup when we explain to the rest of the cast and crew. Okay, I'm convinced. So are we doing this? You had me at slumber. You lost me at party, but... This is exactly what I needed. A night with family. I choose to get over the family I'm stuck with. I'll alert the troops. Emergency sleepover at my house. What kind of emergency? All will be revealed. Who's in? I'll be there. Me too. Wouldn't miss it. See you soon. What, only 3 of us? Really? Can't get all, like, 16 people in the school? They're all coming. Which means I need to give Casey and her parents a heads up. After you and Skye catch a bus to your place. Find everyone already hanging out in the living room. Their sleepover gear piled in the corner. You all got here quick. Well, you did say it was an emergency. In all caps, I might add. I figured the living room was the best ideal sleepover spot. I set up an extra sleeping bag for Skye. So, what's the big emergency? I blew up at my parents. How did none of you notice her walking in normal? I blew up at my parents during a fancy dinner, making me change the way I look. I turned out to be the last straw. Even I had to say something. They were being complete jerks. They didn't take it well, and, well, they're pulling their funding for the festival trip. Oh, I guess that was predictable. Geez, Skye, that must have been a punch in the gut. That means we're free? You're not mad? Of course not. You'll always be more important to us than any other festival. And hey, now our creative control is back. We can do away with your parents' suggestions. You've clearly had enough worrying for one day. Come on, let's get this party started and deal with our own problems tomorrow. Erin pulls up a playlist on her phone, filling your living room with upbeat pop. What a classic sleepover activities should we do first? Spin the bottle. Truth or dare? Shh. shots of soda? I don't know. I picked up one of those Mad Lib books while you guys were on your way. We should do one. Oh, God. The fill-in-the-blank stories where you choose the words for you know the context. I love those in elementary school. I volunteered to do the dramatic reading. Casey sprints to her room, returning with a thin paperback book and a pencil. She went to the first page. Alright, let's get mad in here. Somebody give me an adjective. Incandescent. A verb? Kissed. I didn't expect Skye to make our story steamy. I was definitely expecting murder. Part of being goth involves containing unpredictable mysteries. Anyone have a noun? I got one. Piano. Really? That's right. Picked one. Let's do this. Alright, good one. Now let's get verbalicious. Very retro. 2000s. Nice. I suggested deforested. It means to yeet something out of a window. Defenestrated. Okay, whatever. That's such a specific word. Last but not least, looks like we need another verb. Past tense verb. Okay. Casey skims over your collective work, a grin exploding on her face. Wonder how many people actually know nouns from verbs and past tense verbs, and... Oh, this is great. Rory, please do the honors. Once upon a time, a girl found an incandescent bed. She kissed it in her pocket, and This is horrible! And defenestrated home. One day, the bed came alive and bit the girl to a secret place. The two became friends and lived happily ever after. The end. Okay, so if we would have went with flew, the piano came alive and flew the girl to a secret place. Nah, I like mine better. Shut up. That was surprisingly completely ridiculous. Oh my god, my stomach hurts from laughing so hard. I can't breathe. It seems we've created a passable work of comedic art. Passable, that was pure gold. I never expected to hear about a bed in that context. I agree, but the time on your phone. We might want to do something quieter, or my parents might regret letting us host the slumber party. A devilish grin spreads across Skye's face as she lights a flashlight near beneath her chin, surveying you all. You might want to turn out the light then that's above us. You know what's quieter than laughing? Whispering, which is the best voice for scary stories in the dark. What if we don't know any scary stories? And also, what if we scream? If you scream, that's on you. She can make me scream anytime. I mean, what? Also, I have a twist. The story has to be something that actually happened in your life. I'll start. And then, when I came back, the glass was gone. Oh my god, shut up, no way. I swear. I'll go next. So, I have this older cousin who always used to pick on me growing up. I spent the next year convinced that the Cookie Monster was going to come down the chimney like Santa and eat me. What? Casey, tell the hanger story. It's so dumb. Our parents bought these fancy Easter clothes one year, and they came on these special hangers. But in the dark, the empty hangers looked like a duck that bit us. We were so scared, it brought the whole family back to finish the job. We couldn't even sleep. Okay, I have a good one. Just don't blame me for the nightmares. Everyone listens to the rapt attention to Rory's story about a woman she met in the hospital. And my mom always said she was so quiet and nice during the day, but a completely different person at night. Like how? My mom said she could hear her screaming from her room, and that she was always wandering the halls alone. So one time we stayed over with my mom after a really rough chemo treatment, and I saw Miss Lewis in the hall. What was she doing? She was just standing there, staring off in space. There wasn't any nurses or doctors around, so I figured I should help her back to her room. When I got closer, I realized she was whispering to herself. So I asked her who she was talking to. She said her mother. Oh no. Right? I said, Miss Lewis, there's no one here but us, and she stared over my shoulder with this creepy smile and said, Are you sure? AJ and Skye listen with wide eyes. Even Rory looks spooked by her own story, holding her knees tight. I'm a cuddle. You read my Twitter today. You notice I want to cuddle. Cuddling is nice. Wrap your arms reassuringly around Skye and hold her tightly. Skye returns the embrace, giving you a little smile. Don't worry, the scary lady can't get you here. I know, it's just a story. Feel free to keep holding me, though. Dude, Rory, that was the creepiest story I've ever heard. Now I'm even more afraid of hospitals. I think it's sweet. I'm glad she felt connected with her mother. Guys, wait. Do you hear that? Hear a rustling noise followed by footsteps. And then a hand opens your blankets for it. And you scream! Ah! Oh my god! Kids, breathe. It's only me. It's getting late. Maybe think about getting some shut-eye soon and toning down the screaming. Your dad's a heavy sleeper, but even he has his limits. Whew. Okay, Mom. Set up sleeping bags and start settling down. Friends obediently begin setting their sleeping bags across the room. As your mom goes back upstairs, you look around wondering who to sleep next. No, that's a question? Yeah, let me go with AJ. I'm gonna pick AJ. Oh, no. Smile at Skye, who pats the carpet next to her. Wander to her and unroll your sleeping bag. Arrange your stuffed animals. Wait, you have stuffed animals and you're like 17 or 18 years old? I mean, for a guy, it's a bit weird. You know what? We're not going to talk about this. We're not going to talk about this because suddenly I'm having flashbacks of when... No, shut up. No, we're moving on. It's cool if I watch you sleep, right? What? Just... What? I'm joking, Billy. You're not allowed to look at me while I sleep, though. I'm worried. I'll drool or something, and it'll be beautiful. Now shut up and sleep. I can't make that promise. I might wake up in the middle of the night, looking at you. It's okay, I do weird things in my sleep, too. Besides, I was hoping we'd snuggle. That's a good point. After a moment of consideration, Skye curls up against you, her hair splaying across your shoulders. On second thought, this is gonna make my heart go fast for me to sleep. Uh-huh. Along with other things, right? That's cuddling and you have to resist it. Oh no, guess I better stay far away then. No way. You're stuck with me. Besides, nobody sleeps at a slumber party. Bullsh! I just don't want to embarrass myself for everything you've done for me. You won't. We all care about you, and you don't owe us perfection nor anything. You're right. I don't have to pretend to be perfect anymore. Rest of your friends tuck into their respective sleeping bags. Casey shuts the light off before climbing into her own. Things are silent for a bit before... What are you giggling about? AJ, how could you be afraid of the Cookie Monster? He was scary to a 4-year-old, okay? How could you be afraid of ducks, Casey? Geese, I can understand. They're pure evil. Break into Giggles, trying to muffle the sounds. Shh! Don't wake my dad up. Sorry. Giggles begin to fade and replaced by comfortable silence. You host a slumber party with your friend. Guys, do you think ants have feelings? Go to sleep, Rory. What? Why would you even... I think they probably do. I mean, they're intelligent, right? The tribe scatters away after you squish one of them, so they're smart enough to know what's going on. They must be like psychopaths to them. Or we must be. Quiet! You realize how many ants I've killed in my kitchen? It's their own bloody fault. Attempts to go to sleep are periodically interrupted by pretend snoring, more existential questions, and giggles before everyone finally drifts off. I mean, what? The next day after school. I actually do not snore. It's nice. I'm actually a really quiet sleeper. You sit over by the tech booth with Skye, waiting for rehearsal to begin. I feel so much calmer without your parents sitting in the back. Yep, peace has been restored to the world, except for the fact we might not be going to London in a few days. I hope things weren't too bad when you got home. Things were quiet. My parents are completely ignoring me, and that's the best outcome I could have hoped for. That sounds stressful. I'm proud of you for speaking your mind. You were such a badass in that restaurant. You inspired me. You inspired me. It meant so much hearing you stand up for me like that. I was terrified the whole time, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. The rest of the cast steadily fills into the theater. A couple people come over to join you with worried expressions. Is it true we can't go to London anymore? Dang, word travels fast. It's not looking good. I have no idea where we could get that much money in 4 days. Okay, remember what I said a couple weeks ago? I'm telling you it's gonna happen. Watch. Plus, we were supposed to start 10 minutes ago, and AJ's not at school. I looked everywhere. What? We can't rehearse without our director. I hope he didn't give up on us. Yes, he gave up. Shut up. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Without funding for the play, will you and the cast kiss Spotluck goodbye? No. Because one of two things now that we have another anomaly in here. One of two things will happen. Either AJ will come through and save the day, or your aunt will be like, yo, babe, what's up? And somehow, some way, since she's in the arts to begin with, she will pull some strings and you'll end up going and doing it anyway. But without further ado, thank you all once again for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Very much appreciated. You know, also consider hitting the bell icon to receive notifications, as well as hitting that join. There's a lot of really cool emojis. You get a sub badge for doing it. You get shoutouts, thank yous, member-only posts, things like that. And it's just a great way of also showing your support to the channel. And without further ado... So I'm gonna leave this here for people who actually want to stay. If you know someone, or if you are that someone, who goes through what Skye went through, or worse, I have talked to people who have had their sexuality oppressed. I've had people who have had same thoughts as me when it comes to going down the dark path where you will no longer function. I want you to know that you have a community here for you. Feel free to join our Discord at any time. You can talk. If you just want to talk to me, there are links down below in our description that you can contact me on any of those, and I will gladly talk to you. If you are feeling lost, if you know someone who doesn't even have to be involved in this channel. They don't even have to like my content. If they are feeling lost and they just want a sense of belonging, a sense of someone giving a crap, whatnot, that is literally what I'm here for. I am so glad, and it means a lot when I hear messages from people who message me on social media, and they're like, you know, thank you. Your content means a lot to me. Or thank you. You have literally kept me from going off the deep end. Or I got one particular message about, you know, thank you for keeping me from going off the deep end, and because of it, I have a child now. And, you know, it's just amazing to hear those things, and that is what makes me do what I do. Literally and figuratively, I will continue doing what I do no matter what. It's funny because some people only seem to care about financial reward from doing this. I won't name any names, but if you suddenly abandon your fan base because of the little teeny tiny bit of money you get, because YouTube's being stupid and you could have gone things about differently, or you could have reached out for assistance for your channel. If you were abandoning your channel and your people for financial gain, well, I mean, then again, people never really cared and never personalized their content to begin with, so I don't really feel bad for you at all. I really don't. It's kind of like a light jab. People in our Discord know more about all that's happened than that light jab, and I'm to the point where I'm comfortable where I am and this community is, to no longer fear any recourse or anything when it comes to things like that. So yeah, I don't care anymore. We have a fantastic community here. Everyone's fantastic. And once again, I thank you all for your patronage and your viewership and your continued support. Because you know what? If I can just change one person's life, which I've already done, but if I can just continue to do that every day of my life for however long I have left, that is payment enough. Like, yeah, it's not going to keep the lights on, and it's not going to get my brother's wheelchair or things like that, but at least I can say to myself, when I am laying there in my last moments, and everything has been gathered around you, your creativity, your intellect, and everything's looking down at you as the light is fading from your eyes, I can die with a smile on my face and say, you know what? I made an effing difference in this world. I made a difference. I made a difference in people's lives, and some people will carry on my goals, my dreams, this community, and the whole 9 yards long after I'm dead. And maybe, just maybe, it'll change the world. You know, small ripples in the pond, small ripples in the ocean will carry on. And maybe they'll become bigger and bigger and bigger until one day it's a massive tidal wave of change and progression. Maybe. So, once again, thank you all for indulging me in this little rant at the end. And again, know that me and many others are here for you. And once again, thank you for watching. And catch you all in the next video. Peace.